Hello everybody, this is Zackster99. Today I got the brand new released Pillars of Eternity. Now surprisingly, this is an RPG game. I haven't really played a lot of games like this, to be honest. So I'm going to take the stance of a newcomer to this kind of game. Never really played any of those Icewind Dales or big games like this where, you know, they're really in-depth RPG, character advancement kind of game. So this is my first time playing this kind of game. But this game, this week, surprisingly, was the top-selling game on Steam. Before it actually launched, the pre-orders and stuff like that. And surprisingly, it beat out Grand Theft Auto 5. And Grand Theft Auto 5 was offering a pre-order bonus of $1.5 million in-game for pre-order. Well, Pillars of Eternity here actually beat out Grand Theft Auto on Steam, sales-wise. So this is obviously a huge game. And we're going to see if we can find out why. From a complete newcomer stance to this kind of game. Now, I've played a lot of dungeon crawling games, but never anything quite this technical or quite this deep. Never really played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, it's kind of that kind of thing. And so that's what this is kind of, based on. It's kind of the whole Dungeons and Dragons depth of lore and, everything about it. So we're going to see if we can learn together. And I'm going to ask you guys to help me out down with the comments below. If I'm making mistakes, if I need to do something, please put the comments down below so that when I make episode 2 or I do the Let's Play and continue with the next videos, you can help me out with the comments down below and let me know what I'm doing wrong. Because I'm sure I'll make plenty of mistakes. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick look here at the options. Center on party member, auto pause. Controls, attack cursor, graphics. Okay, I guess this all looks good. Game. Alright, let's go ahead. We got a lot of different... Okay, we're just going to go ahead and... There's no changes that I made. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this game. And we'll be right back right after this. Alright, welcome back everybody. We're going to go ahead and start a game here, but it says the easy difficulty, and normally I like to start on at least normal, but it says here, the normal difficulty requires strategy and efficiency, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. It is not recommended for newcomers to real-time party-based RPGs. So we're going to go ahead and go easy mode here, because again, I am a newcomer to these kind of real-time party-based RPGs. So a lot of different levels of difficulty here. So we're just going to go ahead and go easy. I know you guys are probably laughing at me, but Obsidian Entertainment presents. I guess there's not a ton of really good games like this out there, and the ones that do come out are few and far between, so that's probably why everybody's so excited about this game. I don't know, I didn't even see it until last night. And it came out just this morning, so. Hover on any attack and combat log to show more detailed information about how it was resolved. Okay.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Wow. Okay, so I'm deathly ill and headed towards a region that's giving away free land and stuff like that to newcomers. Alright. Nice looking ring armor there. Okay, so you can be a male or female. Next. A human. Mighty Alma are the largest of the kith races and are commonly found near the oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many other civilizations, such as Rate, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. Might +2 bonus. Dwarf. By virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in Direwood, the Island Republics, and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. Elf. Dominant race in Irklav. This is a magic, I think. Yep, for their intelligence. Their speed and intelligence, as well as commonly isolationist nature. Orlin. Smallest, even smaller than a dwarf, huh? Of course, don't consider them to be civilized at all. Notable for their large ears. Yeah, I'd say that's some pretty big ears. And Direwood. They are known for their mental intensity and quickness. Godlike. The godlike are children of the kith who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods. Some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and are often come with mystical powers. Barren head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Interesting. Well, I think I'm going to have my guy be a human. Let's just go with that. Not too original, but... And then subrace. Metal folk, 2,000 years. He lived in the Direwood for almost 2,000 years. Traditionally lived at the edge of elven forests and working in the open plains. Most humans in the Direwood are Thyarton. Fighting spirit once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced below 50% endurance. Folk temporarily gain bonuses to accuracy and damage. Ocean folk. Looks like all of them have the same fighting spirit. I'll just be a savannah folk. I don't know what difference that makes. I don't really see the difference. Alright, there probably is one. Class. We are going to have this guy be a... We are going to have him be a... Should I have him be a regular fighter? I think I'm going to have him be a regular fighter. Paladin. Can paladins, like, heal and stuff? Priest, I know, can heal. Yeah, I might pick up some different characters. I don't know how many characters we get to make to start with. I would think just one, but I don't know. I'm just going to have him be a regular, ordinary fighter. Have him be a regular dude here. Next. Fighter abilities. Knock down 1. So I can only select one of these. Shoves an enemy with an enormous force, knocking them prone but causing little damage. Or this one, the fighter intensely focuses on his or her training, significantly raising the accuracy for a short amount of time. Plus 10 accuracy for 15 seconds. Let's do that. Okay. And it's kind of giving you stars to where it suggests you. Constitution is a combination of character's overall health and stamina. Okay, so we'll increase that. No, we want to create some might. Plus for 6% damage and healing. And perception. Resolve. Reflects the character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity that can be practiced. Okay. Go ahead and increase our perception a couple here. Dexterity would probably be hand-eye coordination. Dexterity would be good too. Constitution. Oh, that looks good. Alright, culture. Wars of the world is centered around the equator and tropical island. It's a heart and houses the majority of human and elven nations. Okay, since that's the majority of humans, we'll take that. Background. You've lived your life amongst the nobility. Your days have been marked by lavish meals and extravagant parties, and you... Nah. You made a name for yourself as a troublemaker? No. Hunter? Mercenary? Clergyman? No. Part of a group that founded a fledgling colony in a distant land. A drifter. Never quit fighting. That sounds good. Each new town is just a place to visit briefly before moving on to the next. Yeah, I'll be a drifter. Alright. Appearance. You get to change your appearance, what you look like. Colors. Oh, this is just my jeans. Okay. Sure. Primary. Blue. That's fine. Don't really care. Skin color. Got 4 choices here. Okay. Hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 colors of hair. Red hair. I'll be dark brown. Black, whatever. Head appearance. Facial hair. Yeah, that looks good. Go ahead and go through these other choices. Let you guys look at them. Can I zoom in? I can't really see where I can zoom in. Okay. Still matter a whole lot anyway. Oops. I'm just going to do that. Yeah. Head. Okay. Here. 19 different selections for hair. It's pretty crazy ones. Just go with that. Portrait. 66 different choices. Well, we gotta find something that looks kind of like him, don't we? A bunch of females. Don't want a female portrait for him. Alright, we'll just take that. It looks about as close as any. Voice.
What is it?
Follow me.
Charge!
Time to see and not be seen.
Follow me. Onward!
They won't see me coming.
That works. Okay, enter a name. Come think of a name for this guy. Alright. Draxer. Sure. Okay. So here's all our stuff that we've selected up here. We're going to go ahead and go done. New quest, the Gilded Veil. Caravan Master Odema. Your caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
Okay, tell
There's
me
a
to drink
berry
water.
grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Okay. So he looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfeld, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Sparfeld nods and slides a worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries? What are these ruins? Is it dangerous out here? What are these huge rocks coming up from the ground? Leave, I'll go see about these berries then. I'll take that.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Okay, so I got a girl with me.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Okay. Collect some spring berries to conquer the remedy. Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. If this is your first visit to the world of Aura, you may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools. Okay. Party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside the Gladfathan ruins, Odema has assigned Kaliska to help you. Kaliska is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defense. Use her abilities to complement your own. Select a party member, click on their selection circle, their portrait, or press the number button on the corresponding of their position in the party, starting with 1 at the left. To select multiple party members, click and drag, hold anywhere on the screen, and drag a marquee over the circles of the party members you'd like to include. To move selected characters, click anywhere on the screen where your character is a circle of 4 wedges. All selected characters will path to their corresponding position in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk that part of the map. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character's options, select only the character. Very well. So it shows our portraits down here, our hit points. That's cool. Okay, they said to see somebody. I guess this is me.
Right.
Wait a minute, that's that girl. Never mind. Oops. Okay, to move the screen, you just move to the edge. Okay. Who is this they wanted me to see to get some supplies? I think that's what they said.
Anyone need supplies?
See a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale, if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you got. I don't even have any money, do I? Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think we know what a store is. You can buy a greatsword for 75. What do I even have? Let's take a look. Attack, cancel, select all, inventory. He's got a ring. Item gives the ability to shield the wearer from mylight perils that plague the world. Aspect grants Gaun's pledge. Whatever that is. Put that on. Whatever it is. And then what's this? Oh, this is a pet I got for the pre-order. Okay. Tiny pig has an otherworld appearance that seems to be at odds with the endearing behavior. It follows you dutifully and requires nothing in return, save companionship. There we go. Okay, he's got a sword. He's got a basic one-handed sword, 13 to 18 damage. Okay. No, I don't need no supplies. Let's go ahead and move out. Where's my chick? Why isn't she with me? I gotta select both of them, I think. There's my pig. Glow-in-the-dark piggy. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, this is my chick here that I had.
Right.
My glow-in-the-dark pig is coming with me. Okay, so let's find some spring berries. Who's this guy?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay. So that dude's getting me some water. Zoom out a little more. What's this?
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Ooh, we got a monster. Pillars of Eternity Combat uses a pausable real-time system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met. Okay. So this is a young wolf. Surely we can beat a young wolf, huh? Alright, so let's go and... we got both our guys selected, so let's just go fight him and see what happens. There we go. I had a pause with the spacebar. The spacebar pauses and unpauses stuff. All characters in the game, friend or foe, have 4 primary defense against attacks: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, level, items, and other effects. Accuracy is compared to appropriate defenses when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the target's defense, the attack suffers a penalty in the roll and is more likely to be a miss. If accuracy above the gated targeted defense, the attack is more likely to result in a crit, which is like more damage. All attacks that do damage have to overcome a target's damage reduction. Enemy's DR reduces the incoming damage by the listed amount down to a minimum percentage. If you are having difficulty hurting an enemy, try switching to a weapon or attack that does a different damage type. Most enemies are strong against 1 or 2 damage types and weak against a similar number. Okay. So we are going to... Damage reduction is 4. It is injured already. And you can kind of see its health there. It's the red bar there.
Sure.
Alright, we got a wolf hide. Hey, there we go.
This is it.
There's some berries. As you receive quests, your journal will update with relevant information. If you ever get stuck, open it up to review your notes. You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wanderer, the way I hear it. You have to be when people are looking for you. Yeah. How is it you happen to come here? Think I have something that belongs to them. I don't know why they're looking at me, and I don't care to find out. Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. God knows I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Caliska breathes in her surroundings. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I'd also like to, I always did like it. Lord Radix' offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? It's a hard offer to pass up. You won't find many offers like that in these parts, believe me. Got some big plan in store? No idea what I'm going to do next. Completely spontaneous, huh? Interesting. Well, there's probably no hurry to make up your mind. We've got an inn in Gilded Vial that'll put you up as long as you need. Or so my sister tells me. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odam will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Direwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rotai, and another in Otter. My sister in Gilded Vial. She's the only real homebody. Alright, let's head back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on. Let's get your water. Okay. So find Sparfle is the next thing on the list. Okay. Oh, select both these guys.
Sure.
Kind of like how you explore the land and it turns dark. Is there an M for map? Encampment? Okay. That gives us a world view. Where are we at? Okay, whatever. There's some water.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on. This is recent. Not good.
Footprints around the campfire are indistinct. May have been here for days longer. Oh, here we go. Crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into cool water while Calliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Hell, out of the trees emerges Sparkle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. A spastic wobble in his ordinary deft stride as he moves toward you with labored breath. Did he turn into a zombie?
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfle's toes catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Uh-oh. He got shot with an arrow.
Ambush!
Oh wow. Not good. So we got two enemies here. Glenfallen Hunter and another Glenfallen Hunter. Alright, well let's take this guy first. And then unpause it and get attacked from behind here. Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited for creating enemy damage reduction. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain about that when it happens. Take heed. Know the damage type is being blocked, and switch to a weapon or spell that does a different damage type. Okay, so let's pull this up here. Party gain 170 experience at the ambush. Okay. Oh, right here. Draxer hits for 11 slash damage. Calliska hits for 11 slash damage. He hit me for... He hit Draxer for 7 crush. Calliska for 3. Galaxer Hunter agrees with Draxer for 0.6 piercing damage. Draxer misses. Looks like we're doing good to me. Let's go ahead and keep fighting here. Killed him. It's time to get this guy. Zoom in here for the battle here. We're barely even hurt. We took both those guys
have to
out.
Get back to camp.
Well, wait a minute. I want to loot this guy. He has a bow and some armor. I have mail armor equipped though, but I'll still take this. Maybe I can sell it. Amethyst. Okay, is there a way to take all? Okay. Can I loot this guy? Nope. Loot anybody that's shining. 7 gold. Alright. So now to take everybody just like that. Sure. Home. Yep, it's going the wrong way. Alright, looks like we got another enemy before we get back to our base here.
Let's go.
Kill this guy. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear. Demanding activity of character builds up over time as characters travel, explore, and especially when they engage in combat. Some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. The athletics skill will automatically slow the onset of fatigue from any source. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties, but growing in severity over time. Resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also lower character's fatigue total. Very well. for loot. What happened here? Somebody got killed? All around you lie massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy on the blood-damp earth. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away a horror like poisonous vapor. And a handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs as they prepare to add you to the sprawling pile beneath them. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled in knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hayden, the last of your caravan left standing. He says, "Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose." I have 6 different options of what I can say. Why have you done this? The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Glanfath. We have not trespassed, we merely wish to pass through. I don't know what they did, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Murders, you will pay for each life. You will try to kill us either way. Why make it easy? I'm going to say you're going to die. Death willed by God is not murder, but righteousness. You have trespassed in places of which no mortal man is worthy. The dead is not ours to pay, but yours. So I say again, lay down your arms. What's it say here? You now have a rank in one of the disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity. But if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order, respectively. For the main character only, their disposition will modify the effects of holy radiance, caprice, and faith. That's pretty cool. So, if you're a clergyman or a priest, you gotta kind of stay with what you believe in. Okay. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. We are innocent in this. Will you not listen to reason? Might 14, only a fool attacks a weak enemy while a stronger one yet lives. If I have these perception skills, I could say different things, but I don't have those certain skills. Because I have Resolve 15, one of my options is go ahead, kill him now, do it. Athletics, because I have that skill, rush the man before we can react. Lower 1, judging by the sting of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Galawan. Galawan told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Put down your weapons. Very well, let him go. So I can put down my weapons and tell him to let the guy go. Or stay armed. If I put down my weapons, we're all dead. So I could tell him to go ahead and kill that guy that he has. He has our guy hostage. Rush the man before he can react. What am I going to choose? I'm going to say this. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you're worshippers of Galawan. Galawan told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? The man frowns and motions us to swing his axe. Howden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. And I say, how do you know? Because it's consistent with our beliefs, or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. And I say, I see in what of Galawain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength. That means Galawain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust. The man's nostrils flare as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I say, I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording him in a moment. He needs to dodge out of a swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Alright, so here we go. Ready for another battle. So now I control all three of me guys, and we are going to attack this bastard.
Let's go!
Oh crap. Oh my guys is about dead. Alright. Leader, your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choking sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back and he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to sweep beneath your skin like a jetty beginning to succumb at the surge of a great wave, and where it pierces you, it feels as though rendering you apart from within. Seated against the wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bow, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Come on, pig. Oh, crap. What the hell? We upset something or someone. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of the weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up on the ledge. Paladin trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lurges for him and topples him onto the rocky ground. That's awesome. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break hold. They are close to you, despite the wind from your position. If you were able to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Throw your weapon at the attacker. Requirement not met. Dexterity 15. Allow Hayden to break free on his own. Well, I can't choose number 2, whatever that is. Dexterity 15. I'm going to throw my weapon at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance in the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own height, beneath its own weight. Talents can be used to strongly differentiate characters as they advance. Class talents modify existing class attributes or grant access to new ones. Alright. So I got all 3 of my guys here now.
Was that?
A Buick. Had to be.
A Bioic?
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Alright, so now we got some kind of a dungeon to go through. Escape the ruins. Very well. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Lower level of the ruins has been blocked by fallen rubble. Okay, who do I have here? This is... What is she? What kind of a... What is her class and all that? I don't really understand. There we go. So you gotta hit your character. Alright, so if you want to find out what classes, like I want to find out what kind of class my characters are, you simply hit your... Go to your character screen. And here you can find out that I am a first level fighter. Experience 607 out of 1000 before I level up. Shows you my damage, you know, with my current weapon that I have equipped. My endurance, my health. Damage reduction is 9 based on the armor that I'm wearing and other factors. And my skills. So it shows you all your information. So Kaliska is another first level fighter. And she does a lot more damage than I do. And then he's a rogue. Hyoden is a first level rogue, which is kind of like a thief. And he has some blinding strikes and stuff like that. You want information about it, you can click on it. So this game is pretty sweet. So he should be able to detect maybe traps or something too. Let's see. And it shows you all their progress on leveling up as well. So, can I select Hyoden here and have him scouting? Left, alt, right, out. Let's see. Camp, formation.
How can I help? They'll never know I'm here. That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
So, Callisto says, Glan Fathens. They'd be the hunt dwellers Adama warned you about, looking to be things of Gallowayne, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin, looking for fights with colonists. Poor Adama. I think he half expected this, once we lost the main road. Kaliska's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got a hold of them now. She looks up. God's grant them better luck in their next lives. Let's keep going.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Camping supplies, there we go. Crushing mace. And a hammer and chisel. Small shield. And a torch. So we got another path we can take over here. Alright guys, before we get into this too deep, this has been a pretty long video already. We're going to go ahead and drop this here. Be sure you leave me any comments if you can help me out. If you have suggestions for me, whatever it is, questions, whatever it is, let me know. If you want to continue to see more of my playthrough on this game, let me know in the comments as well. If you like this video, if you want to see more, definitely give me a thumbs up. Let me know you appreciate me recording this content and putting it up for you on my YouTube channel. I want to go and thank you guys for watching. This has been Zax79, and we'll see you in my next video, whatever that happens to be. Take care, everybody.